when things want to load. Alright. My whole OBS is frozen. Cool. Alright. We seem alright. I was just having a bit of a panic attack, which, same OBS, same. Hello, it's been a while, lovelies. I hope we're all doing okay. I see a chai. Congratulations on getting first. It's pretty hard to steal that from Sammy, so well done. I see a smalt with a ton of candy. Chai with the good vibes. Ari, hello. And over on the YouTubes, I see Bee's Colouring Hive, who I just saw your message. I haven't clicked into it because I wanted to leave it up there to remind me to click into it after stream. So I will check that after stream. Dia's also here with you. Hi BD. Hello. Yes, it has been a while. So yeah. We're gonna try. I don't know if we'll do the full 4-hour stream today. We're gonna see how we do. Yeah. It's been a while. We talk about often in this space about self-care, wellness, that sort of situation. I was physically unwell. I did get a cold, which knocked me out for a while, which for most people a cold's not too bad. For me, a cold is pretty intense because of the fact I have no immunity. And then on top of that, something that I haven't really talked about publicly too much, my patrons are aware, a couple of people are aware, I've been dealing with a little bit of stuff mentally, so I've been very kind to myself lately, and that has meant stepping away from streams, not really being social. It's something I tend to do when I'm not doing the greatest mentally, is to sort of withdraw myself in because there's enough going on that I just have to focus on myself for a while, which sounds selfish, but it's a survival technique. So the last couple of weeks, I know I haven't been that active or even saying, hey, no stream today on certain days, but I do thank you all for popping back in. Now we are back here again. I'm doing okay. I had a really good doctor's appointment before stream today. Taking all the steps. One thing, like, despite all my physical health challenges, whenever mental health comes up, it is the one thing that I have a set plan in place and I know exactly what to do, and we are starting to enact the plan. So yeah, so we're doing okay. The saddest part is because of the anxiety attack, I have bitten down a bunch of my nails again. So yeah, my nails be looking rough, and it's great as somebody who streams art and colouring and you're looking at my nails, and I love long glittery nails, but right now they're kind of haggardy and they're what they are. Amira, hello. It's lovely to see you again, hun. So yeah, we're doing okay. We're doing okay. And sometimes it's okay to be okay. Again, I think it's also important to show that as somebody who streams and is on the internet, I hate saying it. An influencer. I'm not an influencer. But I think it's important to show all facets of what this journey is. You guys see me with my pains levels, you see me, talking about all the different challenges I face, and I think it's important to be transparent with this stuff because so much of what we put out there in social media form is the best of our life, and that's not accurate. We have ups and we have downs. Miss Chiropractor. Hello, I love that name. Once my mouth will work its way around it. We're also having a words day, so it's gonna be fun. But yeah, so there's been a little bit, I haven't been streaming much, but I did go through a mad colouring session in bed. Like legit, I did so much colouring in bed. The lovely smalts gift of Clara Markova's Fairy Miracles I have coloured 4 full pages, 3 full pages, and I've got a 4th in the works in there. I finished off some Joanna Bassett, I did some Kirby, I did Teresa Goodridge. Like, I've just been colouring like a mad woman at the moment, and just having a lot of self time with that. And then I impromptu brought Dreamlight Valley, and I started playing that for a while because the wrists were getting sore. And then I also modded Stardew, and there's been a lot of modded Stardew. Taking away the time pressure and the challenges has made that game the perfect brain distraction game. Like, taking away any of the pressure of that game and just making it a cozy farming sim has been the perfect thing. So for the last 4 nights straight, when I have not been able to sleep, it has been Stardew to like 4 a.m. in the morning. But it's been helping. It's been getting me through. Yeah, and there was a little bit of modding for Vi's stream over the weekend. I wasn't always the most active in there, but I did hang out a bit in there. I was, of course, on Vi's stream on Sunday. I used that sort of as a judge to see how I was feeling with streaming. Was it Sunday? Yeah, it was Sunday. I was very still fluey at that stage, so it was a blast though. We ended up playing Talisman digital, which is digital version of a board game. I won. Never played this game before and I won. It was fun though, and I've actually gone and played that against the AI quite a few times since then as well. There's been a lot of gaming this week actually, which is usually another sign that I'm like not doing well, is when I pick up a lot of gaming. So yeah, but it was fun. Kia ora, Sammy, it's good to see you, love. Thank you for the hydrate. I do actually have water nearby and caffeine. But yeah, I appreciate all your understanding in this time. I appreciate you all coming back as well. Like, I always get worried if I step away for a while that people won't want to come back and hang out again because it's been a while, but I appreciate you all popping back in. I think it's good to show others when you're struggling. So many people out there struggle as well, and social media mostly shows a false perfect version, not a real one. So important that people see the reality. It can help people in a similar situation, encourage people, etc. Hopefully I've written that understandable. You have, Ari, that is exactly it. I think it's important to put out there all facets, like, you know, this is a safe space, and that means it's okay to say, hey, I'm not the greatest today. You don't have to be okay. You just need to be safe. And I can promise you I am safe. Again, I have a really wonderful doctor. We have a well-established plan in place. We're not anywhere near enacting the plan. It was just a talk with the doctor today to say, you know, stuff's been going on and I can feel myself heading to that path, so let's get on top of this before we start spinning down that path and things get really bad, which she's always like, absolutely. And we just, first step is doubling my antidepressant medication. It's easy step. So that was basically why I had the phone consult, was just, hey, can I double my antidepressants? We bring them down when I'm good, we put them up when things are tough. I am on them consistently though. But yeah, in good news, the elevator's fixed. It only took about a month. Yeah. Oh, yeah, so good times. There's not much else going on here in my town. It is Americana this weekend, which is a celebration of American cars, both classic and new, lots of modern, lots of classic muscle cars. It's a really big thing. They close off the main street, and it's about 6 blocks worth that they close off, and the street is filled with classic cars. Like, they park them on the main street. And you can just walk around. There's people selling Americana gear. My favourite part is there's usually rockabilly stores with like awesome rockabilly clothes. There's usually a person who's doing makeup and hair, so you can pay her to style your hair, and they'll give you like eyeliner and the red lip, and I have a dress with a petticoat that kind of works. So in previous years when I felt up to it, I have actually dressed up for it. It's quite fun. Yeah, American hot dogs. Yeah, lots of food stalls, lots of live music, and of course a ton of stuff to do with cars. I don't care about the cars at all. I just like going and looking at the rockabilly clothes. But the fun thing is, it is a fun day. It brings a ton of tourism to the area, and it is quite cool to see the whole main street closed down and full of cars and just lots of people milling around. So that is tomorrow. Tonight they do a massive amount of circuiting around my apartment, which means there's going to be 4.5 hours of car engine revving tonight, which I'm so looking forward to. They do it every year. Yeah. I'm feeling that way as well. No interest in things I used to love and getting temporal dissonance. Yeah, the like disassociating, or the like just not being aware of the time is a massive thing. It's probably how I've managed to start you until 4 a.m. pretty much every night this week. As long as you aren't trying to drive or sleep. Exactly. It's fun as long as you're not trying to drive. Though the first couple of years they did it, they only did it over 3 blocks, but they used both the car parks, because we as residents in the CBD get a notice that nobody can park on the main street during Americana. So they have the 2 lanes plus the 2 side parking lanes. So they filled all 4 up. And then a few years ago, there was actually a medical emergency in the middle of Americana, and an ambulance could not get through to this medical emergency. So they had to park like 3 blocks away and run down with the stretcher. So since then, every year, they only use one of the car parks and like a lane in a car park. So there's always one massive lane available, so that if there is an ambulance emergency, they can drive an ambulance in very slowly. So, yeah. Hey, Nikki! Glad you're back. I was getting worried. Hallelujah, the lift is fixed. Yeah, we just had some time off, just some self-care time. Being gentle, but we're back. In fact, we should probably get into this. So we're not actually jumping straight into colouring. Car Festival ASMR. Yeah, pretty much. These joys of living in town. There's certain perks and there's certain disadvantages, and it's like, yay, the festival's just outside, but also the festival's just outside, and it's going to be noise and loud and noise and cars. So but yeah, let's get into this. So we are going to be hopefully getting on with our Mythical Hybrids page. It's been a while since I've seen this one. For those that need a reminder of where we are, this gorgeous page here. So we've got a little bit of work left on the trees, but I may even just move on to her and come back to the trees towards the end, just so I can like make some progress on it. Also, for those that didn't see it, the other Jash Lee page that we were working on, we finished her all up. This went to Jash. He absolutely loved it. I'm still waiting for confirmation of it going up as the PDF pack image, but he has asked me to do another one. So, yeah. Squishy! Just subbed today. Glad to be here. Thank you so much for being here. What perfect timing, because this has been my first stream in like 2 weeks. Jules, hello. All the hugs to you as well. Wi-Fi's dipping out. We'll probably have to dip soon. All good, Shy. All good. I understand. Yeah, so Jash actually contacted me to colour another one, but again, I wasn't really, so I just said at the moment I wasn't well enough to colour another one. But yeah, he was very, very happy and has asked me to colour a few more, which is quite cool. So yeah, we might be doing a few more covers. We will see, because I have a drawing commission thingy-mabob to do first. But we're not going to do that first. I'm just checking if there's any important information on here. There is my address. So let's just do a little choppy chop. I'm gonna take advantage of the fact that you guys are so awesome and kind and use you to body double something, because as you all might be aware, I've talked about before, February is usually when I do my big massive pencil stock up. So you can see I did a big massive pencil stock up. And so I need to check all these pencils have arrived. Thanks, Small. Yes. Hopefully my subtitles are not too bad, but yeah. Also, Squishy, just because you're new here, you might not be aware, I am live on both YouTube and Twitch. So while you'll only have the YouTube chat beside you, below me you should see both YouTube and Twitch integrated. So if you see me responding to messages and you're like, I don't see these messages on YouTube, they're possibly on Twitch. Yeah. But yeah, so I've got chai. And the sound alerts work.
Oh yeah.
There it is. Everything's processing a little slow today, but that feels like me, so that's okay. Hugs and loves and hot cups of tea for chai before I go, for Amy before I go for the day. Probably no geology stream today, is not feeling the best. Think I call something. There's a lot of stuff going around at the moment, hun. So yes, definitely take the time off. And thank you so much for the biddies. Thank you so much. It will go to refund the pencil haul. Because I went a little nuts, as you can see. Yeah. Me too, sound alert. Processing me too. Yeah. It feels like it. Yeah, I think there's something going on with sound alerts, and I might need to look into it. I need to sit down and figure out this bot with Sammy and Vi. It scares me every time I open it, and I can't right now. I just need to basically send them a list and be like, this is what I want, do this. And then just copy and paste stuff in and just be like, figure it out for me. In fact, Sammy, we should do that, and then I'll do your emotes at the same time and be like, here's your emotes, do my bot. Alright, so yeah, we've got a little bit of a pencil haul to check up on, because I don't trust these guys to have actually filled this order correctly, which sounds horrible, but I have issues with ordering from them online. However, they're one of the few places I can order pencils online. This time, however, I purposely put on there again, please ensure pencils are well protected to prevent core breakage. They did at least put them in a box this time, and they put extra paper on top so they wouldn't move around, but there was no bubble wrap, no nothing, and I know how the couriers treat these boxes. So this was on the bottom of the box, so it's like that box would have been thrown. This is just bouncing at the bottom, so I wouldn't be surprised if there's some core breakages in here. Yeah. Oh, yeah, command. That would be a good idea, Small. That would be a good idea. Yeah, it's Sammy's in the middle of working, so she might be not able to do the command right now, but flick me a DM and I will remember to do this after stream. The idea with the bot as well, one of the things that a command that says, you know, if you're seeing Amy responds to chats that you don't see on screen, it's possible that Amy is also saying this on another platform, something along those lines, to explain the fact we're both live on YouTube and Twitch. Yeah, so one of the things that we're aiming to do with the bot as well is, because at the moment commands only work in Twitch. And so what it'll be, for example, my Discord link, anybody can do !Discord in Twitch and it will bring up the Discord community link. And so what I want is for people on YouTube to be able to go !Discord. But then my mods also bring up commands that are really appropriate for what we're talking about, because my mods are amazing. And so what I want is actually those commands to somehow go out to both,
but then we're going to get double messages on stream. I don't know yet, but the idea would be if Smolt, as one of my mods, did exclamation Discord, it would ping to both Twitch and YouTube. I kind of need to visualize that and see how I feel about that, because that's a lot of text and some commands. But yeah, there's a lot of stream improvement stuffs. It's probably not going to happen anytime soon, because that's just spoons I don't have. But yes, let's get on to our pencils. So as you can see, the majority of the pencils are Polychromos, which makes sense because I use them the most. I've got a couple of Prisma. I also got some Albert Durers to add to my water solubles. And then one Posca, which is the easy one. So one Posca. This is the ivory in the fine bullet nib. This has become my new favourite colour. I love it. I love it. It's like the perfect off-white. I should have a ruler. That would make life easier. Let's just use this sticker sheet. Flareheart, hello, hello. Yeah, I ended up taking a couple weeks off because I wasn't feeling that great. So we've been just doing some self-care time lately. Oh, I see pencil crumbles in the bag. That's not good. We're just doing a little bit of a order check because I've just had a pencil order come in. So we're going to start by separating out our Prismas, our Polys, and our Albert Durers. And Enda on YouTube, hello. Yes, I'm doing okay. I took a couple weeks off because I just needed some self-care time. We're doing okay. Okay is the name of the game today. Right, let's separate you because I can't even tell the difference between you two. And then, whoop, that's not good. This is a good chance to see what colours does Amy use the most. Notice how there's a bunch of brown, which seems ridiculous, but I don't even like brown that much as a colour, but it's just really good as a shader. So yeah, I've had a pencil order come in, so we're just going to start by checking off all the pencils, making sure everything's here, and then we will get into some colouring. I just thought this would be a really good, gentle way to start off stream for me, and I have to do this anyway, so why not do it with you guys? Deanie, hi. Hello, sorry, I'm struggling with words today as well, which is great fun. I also see a bunch of chat in Twitch that I just missed. Beatty, I'm glad you're feeling a bit better. Me so. Oh goodness, Beatty, I hope things go okay. Yeah. Wish Prismacolors went so damn expensive. Sammy, that is 99.999% perfect, and I adore you. The only thing is the last line, that on-screen chat should show both chats. But that is exactly it, and thank you so much, love. That is exactly what we needed. But thank you. I can correct that later if you can't be bothered. That is way better than I would have come up with. Oh, my mods are wonderful. Love the mods. Alright, so let's start with Prismacolor because it's at the top of the list. So we did do a little bit of a Prismacolor stock up. Sometimes we need to stop, take care of ourselves. Yeah, and that was exactly it. I needed to just have some time away and just focus on self-care and wellness for the time being. Yeah, we're okay. Yeah, all the love to the mods. Also, hi Vi, hello, it's good to see you, hun. And Crystal Seeker on YouTube. So yeah, every year in February, Gordon Harris, which is kind of like the main art store here in New Zealand, does a 20% off store-wide, and this is the only time that pencils go on sale. So this is why I usually do a massive stock up. Thank you, Sammy. You liked it better with both boths. Worky lurky, all good, bye. All good. So yeah, this is why I did stock up. These prices are minus the 20% and GST, which gets added in at the end. So basically I spent $173.94 New Zealand dollars. So this is a massive stock up. This hurt. Not gonna lie, this hurt, but it's also a necessary thing to do. It's a necessary thing to do because of the rate that we go through pencils. And it's better to do this now than like we had to do in January and do an emergency pencil order. Is it better to watch on YouTube or Twitch? Whatever platform you're most comfortable on chatting with, to watch on. Again, both chats are integrated down here, so you can see Twitch and YouTube and they can say hi and respond to each other that way. So if you just keep an eye on below me to see if the other platform's chatting to you. I try my best to read everything out, but words are hard. Twitch has more integration features, so Twitch is more geared towards the community side. You can do more fun things on Twitch, like sound alerts. Things that you'll see pop up on stream are generally all from Twitch. I'm looking to try and get more things integrated into YouTube, but it's a process. Yeah, Twitch does have a moderated chat. I mean, we moderate YouTube at the same time anyway. Sammy's a mod in YouTube as well. But yeah, it's whatever platform you're comfortable being on. Twitch has hourly ads. YouTube, I don't know what they do. But we take a break every hour regardless, because that's the way my body works. Right. It's better to buy in bulk. Yeah, exactly. It's this one shipping lot. It's 20% off, and a lot of these I was running very low on. So the first colour to start off with is actually a brand new colour. So I'm guessing this is you here? Yeah. So, Amethyst and Orchid, which is actually the first two on the list, but I'm pulling them all out. So if you weren't aware with Prismacolor, they have a couple of really gorgeous purples that I love to use, because they're one of the few that has a semi-reasonable pencil range. Not as many as I'd love, but... So they have the wonderful Lilac, and then I think it was Lavender. Yeah, Lilac and Lavender are the two colours that unfortunately they can't produce anymore. So they are being replaced with Orchid and Amethyst. So I actually have to update my colour charts, because these are meant to be similar. Whoa, I'm using way more pressure here. But there is some difference. I might have done this the wrong way around. You could be replacing Violet. What does your screen show chat? What does your screen show chat messages? Oh, it does. But yeah, they can't click the link. And yeah, I just copy and paste. That over. You filter the bot for filter my bot things off on screen chat. See, that's what I was hoping for, because then Vi said there is a way that if, for example, you as a mod summon a message, it can ping to both chats, and then if it's not displaying on screen, that solves the double message problem, because it's appearing in chat without it appearing double into the chat. So that's good to know. See, this is why you have smart friends who know what they're doing with bots. But yes, okay, so we did get Amethyst and Orchid. So for my Prismacolors, they don't actually have a container. They usually live just in the top here. However, we're probably going to run out of room. I think I have some at the end as well, because this is like 183 pencil slots. Sounds like an emotes versus bots go stream. Yeah, we'll see how we go. Again, we're trying to be kind. I'm not putting any pressure on myself. Alright, I'm guessing this is canary yellow. Yes, it is, because it's my only yellow. Bright yellow. You'll see bright yellows repeated in the polys as well. Cadmium orange hue, which is like the orange that I use the most. Tuscan red. I had one picture that I used a bit of this on, and the pencil core was so shattered that it got destroyed. Light peach. There's a few pastels on this one as well, because I do like their pastel range. Deco pink. Pink rose. Oh, your process red. I should have known that. Alright, I'm guessing it's just pink. No, that's 929. Must be you. 1018, pink rose. Grey lavender, I know that one because I love this colour and I wished more pencil brands had this colour. This is grey lavender here. It is a beautiful pastel purple. I wish more pencil brands did that. Pink, which I pulled up before. Process red. Whoop, why did I put down process red? You're down there. Alright. Apple green, which I believe is the bright green. Nope, spring green. That's apple green. Yeah, sorry, I did just keep it as the Jash Lee one just for ease. We won't be too long, hopefully, with the pencils. Grey green light there. Dark green. And then we should have sepia, which, surprise, surprise. So yeah, most of my colours are the new purples, pinks and reds, and then a brown. I find with Prismas, I tend to do brighter, more over-the-top colourful pages. Yeah, I find that my colour usage in them is quite different. Now, before I put these all away, is there any nubs that we want to take out and just cool? Not quite. Everything can be sharpened down just a little bit further. Let's see how many pencils we can get into this top refill section. So yeah, because there's extra room in the case I keep my Prismas in, I tend to just put my spare Prismas in the same case, which has the bonus of when I travel, I can still access my spares, and that's important, as we learnt in January. Oh, look at that. Just enough room. Just enough room for all our spares. So all our Prismas are still in the same case. So yeah, I already had a couple of spares anyway, because all of these pencils are pretty much at the nub form. There's just a little bit more. Again, I try to use up pencils to their full potential. Like, we can still get more out of this one. The great thing with Prismacolors as well is, unlike Polychromos, these have a flat base. So you can actually glue these together and then put like a bit of tape or something around it, and then you can sharpen right down to this point, because the rest of the pencil helps you put it into your sharpener, and then when it gets that point you can just snap off the end and it's like the ultimate nub form. So you can really get like every single millimeter out of your pencil. Because like, pencils are expensive, yo. Alright, so we're going to swap to the Albert Durers because they also need to go away in a different case. I have no idea how these ones are going to fit in. Oh yeah, we've still got a bit of room. So this is my water-soluble case. So at the moment it holds a couple of Albert Durers. Not the full range, but it does hold a few colours. And then it holds my Kohl Anor water-soluble pencils. So what I was looking for when I did a couple of Albert Dürer pencils, because I do want to eventually have the full range of Albert Dürers, because of the fact I've been using water-soluble pencils a lot more. Once upon a time, prisms came unsharpened, you could glue them together infinitely. Yeah, back in the day. So a lot of the colours that I chose were lighter pastel tones that I don't have in ink tints, because this is where I tend to pull out the colours, is that I'll use the ink tints to help start basing, but I use the Albert Dürers to supplement ink tints with pastel tones, lighter tones. And one of the things that I've mentioned about the ink tints is they have a lovely range of dark browns, but there's no lighter tones for skin. So that was also what I focused on getting. So this is why you'll see a couple of the lightest skin tones. And then, of course, I had to get my favourite brown. I just had to. So, of course, we start off with ivory. So, for those that don't know, the Albert Dürers are also made by Faber Castell, the same people that make my Polychromos pencils I normally use. They are colour for colour matches. So, if you have it in one colour, you have it. If you have it in one type, you have it in the other type. So if you ever watch a colouring tutorial, they're like, oh, now grab, what are we grabbing? Cold Grey 6 in your Polychromos. But you have the full range of Albert Dürers. You can use this dry, and it's a colour for colour match. These ones are also slightly softer, so if you're wanting to get into polys but you don't like hard pencils, but you want a harder pencil than Prismas, Albert Dürers are a really good way to go. And if I didn't already have my polys and was starting off, I would start off with the Albert Dürers, because you get the ability to sharpen like the polys, you do get the slightly harder lead, but you also get a water soluble built into there and a slightly softer pencil. So yeah, just a starting option. Right, violet. Now, Indifferent Blue is one of my favourite blues, so I had to grab that one as well. And we wanted a Hooker's Green. I basically looked at the Albert Dürers I already had and tried to figure out where I had some gaps and just brought a couple to fill it in, because I can't afford to drop for a full set of Albert Dürers just off the top of my head, but I can every once in a while stock up on some pencils and slowly build out the collection. So this is what I tend to do, is if I have to order a pencil or two and I have an extra $5, I will grab an extra Albert Dürer and slowly build out the collection until I have the full collection. Alright, Beige Red, which is one of the rebrands. Beige Red. This is also, I have to update my colour chart because it used to be called Light Flesh. It's not Light Flesh, and I'm glad they did rebrand it, because that's a way better name for it. Cinnamon. Coral, which used to be Dark Flesh, but is actually way better called Coral. It's one of my favourite blushing colours. Then Yellow Glaze. Okay, we're missing one. We're missing one, folks. Oh, wait, no. Is it Van Dyke? Have they just named it differently? Yeah, Van Yellow Glaze is Van Dyke Brown. 176, 176. I remember that because when I went to order it, it's like, what the heck is Van Yellow Glaze? I've never heard of this colour. It's my favourite brown, which is Van Dyke Brown, 176, if you weren't aware. I sing his praises all the time. I love this brown. It is the perfect brown. It's not actually the perfect brown for every situation, but I use it a lot. That and dark sepia. But yeah, when I went to order it, it's like, what the hell is Van Yellow Glaze? Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Samsara. Unless they're going to use, like Colours of the World by Crayola. I use this example a lot. And even then, there's still more tones that they could have put in there. But the way that they included so many tones was just so wonderful. So yeah, I'm glad that they did rename them because the names are way better. Coral is a way more appropriate colour name for this one. So I also just need to update my colour chart. Now I could sit here and actually resort out my pencils into colour order. I can't be bothered doing that right now, to be perfectly honest, so we're just going to shove them in and I will sort that all out later, because that's a lot of pulling pencils out and shoving pencils back in, and genuinely that kind of hurts my wrists to do. Yeah, flesh is just a weird word. Like, I guess I'm kind of a bit more used to it with medical typing, like for typing postmortems and stuff, so, but I'm used to a lot of weird body stuff with postmortems, so, yeah. For those that don't know and are like, why the heck are you... Yeah, I work in a medical laboratory and I used to also type pathological reports on postmortems for the pathologists, as well as other histology samples. So I used to deal with a lot of weird body stuff. I work from home now and only work short time, and they took postmortems away and they now perform them in another town, so I no longer have to type them. Like naming a colour meaty. I feel like that's something that Army Painter would do, because they have some weird names. I had a pencil called Fleshlight. Oh gosh. Anyway. Yeah, there are some really atrocious pencil names out there. There really are. I just, like, out of all the names in the universe, like, you can name your colour anything, and it's like, why'd you choose this name? So, for my polys, we may need to look at switching refill container. So these are all my current Polychromos spheres. Now you might be looking at this and going, holy hell, Amy. The rate that I use my Polychromos pencils, this is like, most of these pencils are in my case and are that big to that big. A lot of these are pending replacements. So it looks like a lot, but I'm aware that most of these are quite small. Again, I also use a lot of pencils, so I don't mind having some spares. Right, dark chrome what? Dark chrome green, dark chrome brown, dark chrome silver. I don't know. We'll come back to you. Probably dark chrome green is my guess, but I also can't remember. Right, dark red. I'm just going to put a little circle there, so remember that we've still got to do that one. Alright, there's meta. Meta. See, I told you it wouldn't take too long to get all of this. Right, violet, manganese, Middle purple pink. So you'll see again, we've got a lot of pinks and purples and a lot of greens. And actually there's a lot of blues in this one too. Right, light red violet. I'm guessing is you. Light red violet. The reason why I'm guessing with some of these is that the colours in the barrels are sometimes different. This is why we do a colour chart. Never trust the colour on the barrel. Right, manganese violet. And then just pure violet. Cobalt blue. First guess. Paphalo blue. Paphalo. Blah, 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 blue. Words are hard, so that's my guess for today. And then we want middle. Blah, 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 blah. Blue. Phthalo. There we go. I knew I wasn't saying it right, and genuinely, I just didn't care. It's blah, blah, blue. And I will stand by that. Light blah, 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 blue. Bluish turquoise. Boom. Oh, she's getting full. Emerald green. Yeah. That's an old one. I can tell by the font on it. Permanent green. Again, colors, names of colors are weird. Oh, I just skipped through that one, but that was pine green. And like, there's so many names. Why go with that one? Ow. They're so packed in there tightly. I'm using some pressure and it's stabbing me now. Right. Caput mortem. The one time Latin was actually useful. Oh, they're tightly packed in there. Don't think we're going to get any more. We might be able to pop like a couple around the edges. It's good though, because then they won't move around and get bumped. Sanguine. It's probably named wrong as well. That's all good. Terracotta. I know what the dark chrome will be. It'll be dark chrome yellow. I'm sure these are dark chrome yellow. Dark chrome yellow. 109. 109. Okay. I think we're at capacity. We're at capacity. Don't disconnect camera. Oh, what's stopping us? You. Upgrade time. So there's a couple of pencils in here that are slightly shorter as well. Those are ones where I used to keep my pencils way back in the day just in a like box. And sometimes I would have two of the same color and not realize, and I would use one when I still had one on the go. So when I finally sorted to the case, which is way better for the pencils, I ended up with a couple of pencils like this, where they're slightly shorter, but they are a double. So I just put the smaller version in the case and keep the bigger version in here. Alright, burnt ochre. We need that one because of the picture we've been working on. Right, dark Naples yellow is this one. Or ochre. Dark Naples ochre. Oh my god. And then, look, it is a Van Dyke brown. Now, I still have a whole Van Dyke brown in here. In fact, multiple browns in here I have 2 of. So, for example, walnut brown. I am fairly certain. No, I have a full walnut brown in the case. I have a full walnut brown in here. I have just put in the new Van Dyke brown into my case. I'm putting a new Van Dyke brown into here. Because we've been going through these browns so quickly at the moment. I was like, nah, we're going to make sure that not only do we have a full spear, like when the one in my case starts getting down to about halfway, I'm probably going to order another one. And I'm probably going to work towards having 2 of each brown in this container. Because I use so much of them. And it really doesn't take long to work our way for a full pencil if we're working on a page. Because I don't want to have to do an emergency pencil order and pay $10 for shipping for 1 pencil, or get stuck on a page because I'm out of a pencil. Right, and then it should just be a bunch of warm greys. So we want 5, 4, 3, and 1. 5, 4, 3, 1. And then the one poly on this page should be cold grey 6. Boom. They actually put every pencil in this order. And now our pencil container is looking a lot fuller. So, what am I going to use? You know what? Let's just use the actual order. Now this might seem weird, but this is actually going to stop the pencils from rolling around, which will stop them banging and potentially damaging their cores. So that's just my little buffer till we get a few more in there. But we've got about half the container of spares now. And this is why I think maybe I should order an extra pencil case that holds more pencils. Because the other thing that we discovered in January when travelling is that if I run out of pencil, I don't have my spares on me. So it wouldn't hurt to have a couple of the spares in the container. Like I do with the Prisma. Not necessarily all the spares, but having room in the Polychromos pencil case so that if I know certain pencils are getting low, I can take their spare out, move it into the case, and then have the note there to reorder that pencil because I've taken away the spare. Yeah. Because so my Polychromos case, for example, so like some of these aren't too bad. I need to go through and retape what has spares. It's all wrong now. But so, for example, this case only holds 120 pencils. So we're not getting any spares in here. So if I was to travel, I should take a spare of this. Because this is not going to take long to get down. This is cold grey too. I often use this actually to help blend skin sometimes. For like really pale skin in cooler settings. So I use a lot of cool grey too. So the idea is I might look at getting another case that holds more than 120 pencils so that I can keep the 120 on there, but then if I'm traveling, which happens a lot because of course I go and stay with Sammy, then I can look at my pencils before I go and go, okay, you're tiny, you know, you're tiny, and then pull those spares out and put them into the case. Or just in general go, hey, you're starting to get to that point of like tape and elastic. Okay, yeah, you're at the point, pull the spare out, put it in the case, and know this has got to go on the reorder or something like that. So, something I'm thinking of. It's not high priority. I will eventually order a case. I think it's on my Amazon wish list, the one that I would probably get. It's similar to the other ones that I've gotten. It just holds more pencils. And then there was a couple other things that came in before we get colouring. So literally arrived this morning. We have a new mythographic. Dream Garden. I don't even remember ordering this one, but apparently I ordered this one. So yeah, it looks pretty cool though. I don't know if this is a new release or an old release. I should probably find out, because if it's a new release, I should probably do a YouTube flip through. I don't even remember ordering this one, so it should show a lot. I don't know, but it does have some pretty nice images. I noticed that... Where was she? I do love Mythographic. I've fallen deep into the Mythographic void. There's one in here that I saw and I was like, damn, that's cool. This one got me straight away. I just thought this was really cool. It's from 2022. Thank you. Cool. No pressure to do a flip through. Hydrate. Hydrate, not Hydra. I will also hydrate because that's a good idea. But yeah, I thought this one was pretty cool. I liked this one. I just realised my camera's like really far back. I wonder I'm leaning forward so much. That might help. Yeah, Dream Garden. Yeah, it's probably an older one. It wouldn't surprise me. I know, I've got a couple Mythographics on order. And then the other thing I found, which I'm really, really excited about, is I found someone in Christchurch who's clearing out their colouring collection. I unfortunately missed out on a couple of books because she had already sold them. She also has a couple more that I'm eyeing up because they're only $5 a book because they're second hand. Facebook Marketplace is pretty awesome. 2021? Yeah, okay, so it's definitely an older one. Oh my god, we're just about to hit ads. We're just about done an hour. Let's breeze through this, do our stretches, and then we'll get colouring. But yeah, I ordered a few secondhand books. So I got given this one for free, which is pretty cute. Also, you can see the previous colorist. They've actually got some colouring skills. There's some really nice colouring in these books, because of course they are secondhand. My Colourful Town. I haven't heard of this one before, but I was just like, you know what? Impromptu gonna get. It's pretty cute actually. It is a Korean one, I believe. Yeah, I'm not 100% sure. Japanese. The author is based in Japan, but it reminds me a lot of a couple of the Japanese and Korean colouring books. I know, it was $5. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna try it. And then not a common one, but you know, Samsara, thank you for gifting Smalt a sub so they don't have to battle the ads. That is very much appreciated. And Smalt, welcome back to the G Squad with your gift sub. Enjoy your ad-free viewing, your emotes, your room in the retirement home, your cups of tea or coffee or hot chocolate. Right, this one. Sorry, I'm trying to flick through this quickly before we do hit ads. This is a Time Garden by Daria Song, which is one that's been on my wish list for a while but hasn't been high priority. Again, it was $5. And it looks quite interesting. It's not... I'm glad I didn't pay full price for it. I don't think I would pay full price, but for $5, I'll take it. And then again, look at the colouring that this person did. Like, they did gorgeous colouring. Like, it's so gorgeous. It's all pencil, even the background. I don't know if the detail on the flowers will pick up. These like little gel work. Yeah, so they did some gorgeous colouring. So I don't mind that it's like second hand. Also, I just think this is stunning. So I'm like, sweet. And then these two more. Again, these are $5 a piece. Vertical Worlds colouring book. So it's like super tool things. I know, it was another impulse buy. I thought it was something else. It still kind of looks cool. It could be quite fun to sit there and figure out something for it. Yeah. But the one that I was really, really excited for, and the whole reason, again, I brought 4 because it was going to be $12 shipping no matter what. So it's like, I might as well grab 4 of them because then it feels like less for shipping. Ari will recognise this one. To the Ends of the Earth and Back Again. This is uncoloured. This is untouched. And it actually goes this way because if you've not seen this colouring book before, This is one continuous colouring page. Like, continuous. So, it's massive. It's so big. And I just think it's going to be really fun. It's one of the longest colouring books in the world. And yeah, $5. So that is what got me to buy it. They had a few others that I might look at. I'm not sure. But yeah. So yeah, that was my haul. Thank you for bearing with me. It was good to get those pencils done. And it was a good little like, hey, we're streaming again. But it has been an hour. So for our new friends that aren't aware, every hour we take a break, we do some stretches, we hydrate, we take meds if we need to take meds, we do all the self-cares. We're going to do that now, so take a moment to have a look at what you need to do. Do you need to hydrate, stretch? I need to take this hoodie off, I'm getting so warm again. So let's get these ads running and let's start some wiggles. So the ads will be on Twitch. For YouTube friends, you shouldn't get hit with ads. I don't know, I really got to look into this ad setting on YouTube. But anyway, take this opportunity to stretch because it's real easy to just like not notice that an hour's passed and you haven't moved all hour. And that's really painful. Oh, alright. The big bookstore has Mythographic Dreamweaver on sale. If it wasn't on sale, I would not have gotten it because there's only one page, but I absolutely love it. A couple pages I think will be okay, and a lot of pages I will likely not colour. Yeah, I don't know why I grabbed that one. I think I might have brought it because it was also on sale. That would be a me thing to do. It was one of those like 4 a.m. I can't sleep impulse purchases where I wake up the next day and I'm like, I went shopping last night. It happens far too frequently to be good for me. This is why I don't like to leave money in my account. Yeah, I genuinely don't know why it was ordered, but hey, it's okay. Vertical one I wanted to get for ages, but you have to be really lucky to get a second-hand one. Yeah, I feel like we had talked about it. That might have swung me to buy it. I'm not 100% sure. I just know I saw it and I was like, I feel like I've seen that one and it's interesting. So I just got it again. It was $5. I just bought that one on Amazon. It was £4. Such an unusual book. Yeah, I really want to get the To the Ocean Deep one. That's the one I really, really want because I love ocean. But I haven't even found that one for under $60. So, yeah. Oh, we've got a new Discord friend. Heck yeah. I should actually check my Discord. Alright, doing our wiggles. It is injection day. I took my injection before stream today, so did that while I was on the phone. They actually gave me the wrong injection. It's the same medication, but I usually get it's like an EpiPen. You just go doot and you click a button and it auto injects. They actually gave me the manual injection this time, which is totally fine because I'm actually trained in injecting from working in a medical lab. And I inject myself my own folate injection every 3 months. So it's like, this isn't, like, I'm not even going to bother to walk over to the pharmacy and then have to wait 2 days for them to order in the replacement medication, which wouldn't even arrive till Monday, and then I'm going 3 extra days without my injection that is due today. I should have checked yesterday when I picked it up because the box looked small. And usually I take it without a bag, but it was a locum pharmacist, which is probably why it's the wrong one, because the locum pharmacist screws up all the time. So I'll go in when the regular pharmacist is in and get the repeat. He'll be like, what the hell is this type? It's like, it's fine. Yeah. Yeah, I figured you were speaking about the To the Ends of the Earth one, Endo. I figured that. Sorry, I should have communicated that as well. Words. But yes, welcome back from the ads. I just realised that I'm wearing a t-shirt I don't usually stream in because it's actually a pyjama shirt. Yeah, I'm still in my pyjamas. I usually stream in pyjama pants and I don't care about that, but I'm also in a pyjama t-shirt. It's also a hair dye t-shirt. It's got blue all over the black. I don't dye my hair in it, but I usually do my first sleep in it because you usually lose a bit of pigment. Also, speaking of my hair, look how green it is. Like, it is never... I don't think it's been this green ever.
Oh, yeah.
Bye! Thank you so much for the biddies. Pajamas and colouring, indeed. Again, I was like... I was on a phone appointment until 10 minutes before stream with the doctor. And then I was just like, meh, we're just going live. I'm just going to be as cozy and comfortable as possible. I don't care today. I haven't brushed my hair. I rolled out of bed to go to the bathroom, get myself a coffee, went back to bed, waited for my phone appointment with the doctor, and then rolled out of bed and came and streamed. Yeah. It's something that I would aim for next. Like, February was always going to be pencil stock up month, and then March was going to be hair dye month. However, at the end of March is Armageddon. So it might have to be April before we dye our hair. And at this point, the regrowth is so strong, it's going to take so much bleach and be such an effort to recolor. Yeah. Green queen. Yeah. I'm tempted just to grab some blue and just put a wash of blue over it, so at least it's more blue and not so like manky green. Because it's definitely like stained. Like, this is no pigment at all. This is staining. This is staining on the bleached hair. At this stage, we are so far gone. Oh my god, I haven't brushed my hair, so this is so naughty. No judgment here, still in PJs as well. Artsy Endo, I love that she did that because I do pyjamas and painting, so this makes me feel better about it. Well, heck yeah, your pyjamas are also really cute. My pyjamas are just whatever clothes are comfortable. Yeah. At this stage, this is no pigmentation in my hair. This is just stained, bleached hair. This will not get any lighter. It may slightly get lighter, but it won't get significantly lighter. It's just going to get more and more, like, yellowing. So, at this stage, when I do go to recolor my hair, I'm going to have to do a bleach, which means I'm going to have to bleach to just below the roots and then do the roots as a secondary. Otherwise, we're going to get a thing called hot roots, when your roots are, like, white and the rest of this is yellow. But also, this is so, like, mixed colored at this stage. I think what we're going to have to do is do the bleach excluding the roots with a full strength bleach, and then I'm going to have to do a light bleach to get the actual roots, which always process quicker, but then bleach the whole entire head including this area. I hate bleaching over the bleached areas already, but I need to even out this color. And like, there are sections where things, it needs fixing, which is really not great for it. I don't know. The other option is, of course, something that I've talked about for a long time. Let's see if I can get it lined up right. Is chopping my hair, because I've been thinking about chopping my hair to just below my shoulders. I can kind of like give you the look of it. It fades out too much. It needs to sort of, it swoops in a bit. So sort of about there. I have been thinking about chopping my hair, which would be sensible to do before we dye, because that's also going to save me like 2 bottles of hair colour. because my hair takes a lot of pigment. So yeah, and then because that will also remove all the like drier ends, which will make me feel more confident about bleaching over it. And there's also a possibility that maybe we change colour. Maybe we don't go blue. Maybe we go purple or pink or rainbow or something garava. But then also, it's a lot of length to chop off. Like, it's a lot of length to chop off. It looks really scraggly because it hasn't been brushed. But if I don't know why we've detoured to hair talk, but we've detoured to hair talk. My manky hair. Ow. Now it's going to molt everywhere. It's still a bit wavy from being in the plait, but it would be about there. So it would be, it's almost like 30 centimetres. Yeah, it's 30 centimetres. It's 30 centimetres that would be being chopped off. Yeah, I should smell. I haven't brushed it properly. I was just quickly. I'm not doing a proper job. Right, where's a good hair tie? Because we're just going to get it out of the way. It also needs a wash and a condition and a smoothing treatment. It's overdue for all of that, but again, I haven't been in the right headspace and I haven't done any of that, so it is what it is. Right, getting late, I'm going to bed. All good, Ari. Thank you so much for popping in. It was lovely to see you. Shoulder length is nice. I keep mine there too. Yeah. So the last time I had my hair professionally cut, because I'm blind without my glasses, I asked them to chop it to that length, to just below my shoulder. It now looks like I have like a short back and sides and long top. And because I didn't have my glasses on, I couldn't see, and they cut it to my earlobes. It was awful. This was like 2014. And so I grew it out from there, and then I learned to chop it myself. I can do long layers and face shaping, and I just do that at home. If I was to go for that style, I would need a professional to cut it, because that's not what I know how to do myself. But I can do long layers and I can do my face shaping. And so since then, I have cut my own hair since 2014. I colour it myself, I bleach it myself, and cut it myself. Alright, let's actually get what we're here to do today. Thank God we wrote down most of the colours. I forgot to write down the tree colours again. So, and all the colours have been put away. So I'm probably going to have to watch some VODs to remember what colours I was using on the trees, which is why we're not going for the trees today. Yeah, why would you say that? No one would know it's a pyjama shirt. I don't mind a bitting it. I mean, I always talk about the fact I'm usually wearing pyjama pants anyway because they're the most comfortable. Yeah. That's what it is. Nothing wrong saying you're streaming in pyjamas. I mean, it's the joys of being at home. Again, Vi streams all the time in her PJs, but her PJs are like super cute. So, PJ streams are where it's at. I just normally wouldn't wear like, this isn't my style, like the camo. That's not really my style. That's probably more what I was leaning towards. But it's comfy. I think this is technically a men's shirt as well, but I don't actually look at like the gender assignment of a shirt. I'm just like, shirt's fine. I do that with a lot of clothes. I just, whatever I like, whatever fits is what we wear. Yeah. Future stream slumber party? Heck yes, bye. I will have to find cute PJs to wear. If you feel like cutting it, I'd say go for it. Yeah, I've been talking about cutting my hair for over a year. Even like the fact that most of my like profile pictures have me as long hair, like the little mini me is long hair. Don't worry, don't mind about that. It's more finding someone that I trust to cut my hair, because as I said, I had that awful experience, and apart from a person who doesn't cut hair anymore, who worked from her own home and let me like put my glasses on continuously and just understood the situation, that was the last time I had my hair chopped. And I think it wasn't 2014, sorry, the disaster happened in 2014. I got married in 2016, and then I got my hair chopped at 2017, and it was down to my butt at that stage. So that was the last haircut. So the length is after there, and I had done like little trims myself in between then, and then after that I just kept trimming it myself. Slumber party sounds fun. Yeah. Right, so what are we going to do here? This is going to throw me for a loop because I actually hadn't figured out what colours I was going to do for her. So, no, we were going to try and do like two-tone hair like the mane itself. So we could just take the main colours and actually use that for the hair, which would be an idea, and then the tail fur bit. Sorry, I should move you down so you can see what I'm looking at. This up here is also the dark of hair. When I looked at lions, I knew that I was thinking, because there is quite a divide here. I think the other thing I talked about was possibly doing like mini pieces. So doing like the front bits really light and keeping the rest of it dark. Either way, let's pull out the main colours. Thank God for colouring trackers, because you think I can remember what I was using? 106. 176. I know that one. $1.99 is black. 175 is sepia. $2.80, that is the red brown. That's not its actual colour name. Yeah, burnt sienna. Nope, that's $2.83. We want $2.80. Ooh, okay, stumping me. Could have sworn it was that one, but I guess not. $2.80. I wonder if you're burnt umber. We're in the burnt family. 179 is Bistre. 270 is warm greys. Warm grey 1 to be specific. 184. I think you're dark Naples or ochre or something along those lines. 184 dark Naples ochre. 182 is, I think that's ochre itself. Yeah, 182. It's like playing the ultimate guessing game. 187. You are terracotta or sanguine? Terracotta. Nope, that was me misreading. Burnt ochre. Terracotta is 186. Understand the fear of hairdressers. Oh, we have one I trust, so yeah, it's trickier when you need to find a new hairdresser. Yeah, and that's it. And I don't have anyone that I could kind of be like, hey, who do you see? Because that I would like trust the opinion of. So, which sounds bad. It's like a lot of people have lovely hair, but like I know my boss at work has like, she has quite a similar style and it's cut really nicely. But I also know for a fact, like, she's the overall laboratory manager and she goes to a very expensive salon and gets it done very professionally, and it's like, yeah, no, your girl's also on a budget here. So yeah, can I afford to drop $200 on a haircut? No, I can barely afford to drop like 40 on a haircut, which I think is what Just Cuts is now, and that's like the cheaper the chips place. So that's the other thing as well. That's 10 pencils. Right, line main here. Alright, let's actually get started colouring an hour and a half into stream. Oh look, I still have some pencils out here. Forgot about that. I've still got some of my nubs out. Okay, we'll try and default to nubs where we can. Forgot about that. I got a ton of nubbins in here. God, I got a lot of crap in here. There's a lot of crap on my desk. I haven't really cleaned up properly. Here's what it is. There's some nubbins. And a hair tie. There's a couple of nubbins. They're not quite nubs yet. Except for this one. This one's definitely a nub. I feel like that one can justifiably be called a nub. Alright, so starting with our 106, because this is our outline highlight colour for everything. You're also slightly blunt. It's actually been a while since I've done any colouring, because I've been playing so many video games the last couple of days. It's been all about Stardew and Disney. Also need to play some more Disney today. I don't need to, but I want to. Really been enjoying Dreamlight Valley. I'm kind of tempted to do a game stream. I actually was going to reach out to a couple of people because I had an idea for a collab stream, and I think it would be really fun for people who like know of Stardew. It's going to reach out to Ruby and possibly Vi, where we race in Stardew, which takes away like the chill aspect of it, but like race to marry a villager or race to collect certain items, or I don't know. So it'd be like we each play in our own game and we each stream it. We could look at either like having the same seed or like racing to marry a villager sounds like a fun route. And then we can just have like Discord is a nightmare when I stream, so it'll probably have to be like a WhatsApp call or something going at the same time. That one's not even a nub. Yeah, that one's, I'm pretty proud of the usage of that one. That one really went all the way. So this yellow is just to remind me about the glow effect. I don't know why I did this section, because that wouldn't necessarily be glowing, but I guess it is now, and I guess we're going to be doing money pieces. Because then that would also make sense, because it'll be lighter. Because I don't want it to be, like, there is a split, so I could do dark top and light bottom, but that just feels weird to me. I could do like a gradation where it lightens at the end, but honestly doing, for those who don't know what money pieces are, it's when you have like the sections at the front that are really light and then the rest of it's a different, like dark at the back. And so that's what I'm kind of thinking here, is we can do these front sections light and then we'll do the rest of it dark. And then that will also frame her face. Alright. So
start off with the Van Dyke that is just over a month old. Is already this small. And precisely why we ordered another spare of it. So we're just gonna start indicating some of the shadow pieces of here. It's possibly even a too dark of a colour to start off with, to be perfectly honest. I think Bistro would actually be a better option, which I believe you are the original nub Bistro. You are so sharpened down I can't even tell by the number, but the leads do match. If it still fits in the pencil sharpener, it's not a nub. So a lot of my hair is just doing lines. Oh, excuse me. Again, we have not slept that much. Might need to put the compression gear on the left wrist today. Smalt, please remind me as well, I need to send you pictures of the Fairy Miracles pages. Right, this will be our other light section. Yeah, I think she's technically in reach if you'd like to see them now. I mean, we've been distracted all stream. I'm more than happy to keep being distracted. Technically, yes, she is accessible. There's just so many colouring books around. I moved them finally off the bed. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 colouring books that were in the bed. Because I was feeling so unwell. Detour, so many detours. Let's bring you out a bit. G-Hub. Hate your software, but your camera's pretty reasonable. We're already zoomed all the way out on you. Okay. I need to look at something else then, because this zoom is not matching up. Alright. There we go. That'll do. Maybe up there. So yes, for those that don't know, Smalt wonderfully gifted for my birthday one of my dream books. And it has been an absolute godsend these last couple of weeks. So we'll start with the first page I did, which was the Fairy Dragons. So this is all Prismacolor. And then a bunch of different Poscas and stickles as well.
I had a lot of fun actually removing all the lines. I don't know why I decided to do it, but I just decided to do it. And I wish I had pushed the shading a bit more, because once I removed the lines, it was like everything needs more shading, but I was also done. Once I went over all the lines. But it was fun. And it's bright and colourful and happy and what I needed. Glitter. So yeah, I even ended up doing the little side one, which I thought was fun. I'm not necessarily going to do this every time, I just did. Watch me do it every time. And then I started from the start because I couldn't figure out which one to do next. So I was just like, screw it, start at the start. So this time I used Inktense and Polychromos pencils. Yeah, it handles watercolor really well. Like, yeah, there's a little bit of crinkling of the page, but there's no bleed through. And like, I was scrubbing the page, so yeah. And then we have the first one, which is a nameplate page. I have not written my name on. Again, Inktense and then Polychromos and Mod Podge Extreme Glitter for the actual sparkles as well. And then Posca and all sorts of stuff. Yeah, I might need to go back over the background. But it's also like a night sky and it's kind of like cloudy. It kind of looks like it's cloudy or patchy or, you know, like just something in the sky. So it's not the worst thing in the world. Mushrooms came out so cute. Yeah, I really like the title page. I feel like the title page came out really well. Is that a whole section of her wing that I never glittered? It is. Cool. I have to remember that. Go back and add a little dot of glitter. And then the one that I am working on is this one. So this is just all Inktense at the moment. This is actually the cover page. I couldn't think what to do, so I just did the cover page because it was just about colouring, as I said. So yeah, I just started putting down colour. But yeah, so ended up doing quite a bit in here because 3 full pages plus 1 in progress is a lot to do in a colouring book. Especially with the first page. Like, this is all Prismacolor. There's no basing, it's just Prismacolor. But I just really wanted to colour something cute and bright and colourful. I really like the gradient blend as well. So yeah, and of course because it's a hardcover book, it's also a really good book to work on in bed. It's very much appreciative. It's been wonderful, thank you. I haven't actually coloured the last couple of days because, as I said, it's been all about the video games, but it's been very much appreciative to have that, so. So yeah, I was on track to have like one of the highest completed pages months in a while, but I went hard with colouring for a week or so in bed, and then I just haven't basically coloured the last few days at all because of not being well. So it was like massive surge, nothing. But that's okay, you know? It's not a race or anything. I was just colouring what I needed to colour. There's no pressure with it. Colouring is enjoyable. If we finish nothing else this month, we finish nothing else this month. And my work in progress list doubles. And that's fine. we'll work some of the dark Naples ochre into this, and this will also help with our light areas of here. We can blend in our yellow highlights that I did here by accident into this one. So we're going to do a bit of the dark Naples ochre, because this is actually like our main hair colour here. Give us that sort of golden blonde colour. And we do want the bright yellow on the outside there, because there's definitely light glowing here. In fact, we're going to bring some of the yellow into the hair itself, because there would be like loose strands flying everywhere. Colouring binged yourself out of colouring and into video games. Yeah. Pretty much, but it was good though. I enjoyed it. I got a lot done. Like, there's literally stuff all over my floor of like pages that have been drying because of the glitter that I just haven't picked up yet. Because there's a little area of my floor where I don't need to walk, so it becomes sort of like a drying zone for colouring books. So it's just like, put down another one, put down another one, put down another one. It was quite cool to see the pile form up. What else did I work in? I know I did one in, I think it was this one? Country Farm Scenes? No, I think it was one of these ones. Autumn Scenes? Did one in one of the autumn books. I thought I should find my colouring list. That would be logical. Maybe it was Autumn Charm. Oh wait, it might be drying over there. I don't know. Somewhere around here. Nope, I see it. And now I actually have my colouring journal as well. It was Autumn Charm. So I also did like this page here. We are heading into fall. I just really wanted to colour a full page, and it was really fun doing the water highlights as well. And that was really quick as well, because that's just Inktense and Polychromos pencils and a little bit of Posca. Again, there's been a lot of colouring. But it is a really good mental health wellness activity. Oh, I might need to turn the fan on again too. I also just realised I forgot to have breakfast. Oh well. Alright, so I've got to be careful because I want to add in definition, but we don't want to add in too much darkness, because this area is not meant to be too much darkness, but we still need to add in definition. Do, 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 do. This one almost might be too small to go in the pencil sharpener. I don't know where my blade is. Do, 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 do.
I hope we're all doing okay out there. I'm just thinking I also should have put some bread on. I need to figure out dinner. Actually, no, I've got onigiri in the fridge. Plus, I also have to go back over to the mall now and grab the next set of medication. We probably actually won't do a full-length stream just because I do need to get medication and stuff. So, I'll do a little bit longer. I mean, I've only technically coloured for, what, 20 minutes? I'm not going to jump straight out. We'll try and get some work done. But, yeah, I didn't plan on doing the full-length stream. It's just sort of a way to ease myself back into streaming. Because I have missed it, and I've missed you guys. But again, we needed to do what we needed to do. And I'm looking forward to Sunday when we will come back with a vengeance. We'll see what we can do. Might need to be like a massive finish off stream and see how much stuff we can get done. Be nice to finish this one finally. She's been on the cards for a while. Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm not 100% still. Like, I know I'm run down and tired. I know part of that will just also be because of the lack of sleep as well. But then also, we're not sleeping for various reasons. So, yeah. My body's just going to have to suck it up and deal with it. Hey, today was injection day though, so at least that'll help with all the pain, which is nice. I do love injection day. In fact, I love day 2 even more, because that's the day when all the injections flying in my system and we just wake up and go running. Not actually, I do not run. I barely walk. I waddle. But I waddle with power on day 2. Alright, it looks really super bright and yellowy right now. This section in particular would be yellowy because it would be quite a lot of back glow and spaces anyway. We can tone down this area a bit later on, but also as we add in the darker tones, it will also help tone it down, so don't freak out. Oh my gosh, Charlie! Hello! Thank you so much for subscribing again, and welcome back to the G Squad. Enjoy your ad-free viewing, your emotes, your cozy room in the retirement home, full of lots of lovely cookies and cups of tea and coffee. I've seen you jump those seconds before I growled you, yes, but that was also anxiety time and stress time, and yes, that is not a regular Amy thing. That is a I need to get the jitters out thing. I'm going to pay for it later, but also it sometimes helps. I was talking with the doctor today, and she was like, and so what are you doing with all the thoughts that are circling your head? And it's like, honestly, I go to my bathroom mirror, I visualize that voice as a physical person outside my head, and then I just scream at it to fuck off. She's like, yep, that works. I was like, yep, I've done it for years, and it works really well just to tell the voices in your head to F off as loud as you can. Do a lot of weird things, but hey, if they work, they work. I've just missed entirely, and now she looks like she has chin hair, which, I mean, I have chin hair. It's not the end of the world, but I also want that area light to be yellow glow. She's a lion goddess. She has whiskers on her face. It would actually track that she would have whiskers on her chin. Thank you so much for all the subs and the bits today, guys. It's really appreciative. I'm doing that thing where I'm blocking your view again, aren't I? We were getting so good at doing that before I took the little break. Yeah. Actually, I know what we might end up doing Sunday if I get the design finalised and I get permission. Because I'm working on some character art, so maybe we'll do original art. It depends on the wrists. I did like a really bad rough sketch last night, but my wrists were not in a good state and I could barely write. And I'm not sure if I should send it through. Although it is just a rough concept, so maybe I'll just send it through and be like, this is rough. And it would make sense to do that before I finalise out a proper sketch. Just mange lionesses things? Exactly. Exactly. So we're starting with darker areas. And where there would be shadows. I don't even know where my compression gear is. I left it in the most logical place, on the desk, by all the colouring stuff. Thank you, past Amy, for being smart and recognising that future Amy wouldn't think. Now, was past Amy really, really kind and also left the other hand up here? No, but we do have a wrist guard, which will be better than nothing. It's not like I'm using the fingers and stuff on this hand, so a wrist guard will at least help compress the wrist a bit, which will stop the throbbing pain. Past Amy was doing her best at the time. Exactly. Can't be too mad. She left 2 compression devices up here. I just have no idea where they've gone. Genuinely could not tell you. I swear, I feel like my memory is getting worse and worse. Oh, excuse me.
do really like this page. I like how it's coming together. My memory holder is but a sleeve and most memories are water. Oh gosh, yeah. I feel like memories are soup, like a watery broth soup, and occasionally little bits will get stuck in there, but like the really important part will just filter through. Actually, soup sounds like a good idea. I don't have any... Do I have the spoons to walk around to the greengrocer? I have no bok choy. Or sprouts or cabbage or anything like that. But a gochujang stew would actually be really nice today. Let's see how I go. Again, I also may have to walk out and get medication. If I have to go and get meds, then maybe I'll do that. And go and also pick up some veg. It's just 1 block out of the way. I mean, it's 1 block to meds and 2 blocks to the greengrocer, so it's just like you carry on for an extra block. Luckily, I didn't have to go and get a blood test or anything. That's why I didn't schedule the stream on YouTube, because I knew I had a phone consult and I knew there would be a chance that she may send me for blood tests. But luckily I had enough recent results. It's just like, no, I actually feel okay. Not sending you for blood tests, but we'll reassess in a month if we need to do anything else. Because we're just monitoring a few things. Tell you what, I can't wait until I get to see the specialist about my wrists. I just had a mild panic that maybe I was meant to have a specialist appointment this week, but I don't see it in my phone, but I don't see any of my specialist appointments in the phone, and I know I have cards for at least one of them. But I feel like that was in June, because it got rescheduled. And I might just be missing it, and now my brain's going all whirly, so I just need to find this right now. Okay, yeah, there's one of them, and it is in June. Maybe I don't have the MRI one yet. Check with my chat with Mum, because that will let me know. Because my hospital appointments get mailed to her, and then she opens them and sends me a photo of the appointment, because it's the easiest. So occasionally they send them to my actual mailbox, and then they don't always get delivered, and I don't find out till a week before when they're like, oh, you had an appointment. April. Tuesday the 2nd of April at 3 p.m. Yeah, it's in there. I just missed it. It's on a very busy week. Okay, we're okay. Calm down, Amy. It's okay. Sorry, I just had to check that. It was because my gynae appointment was meant to be this week, and then they bumped me back to July. The only other one I'm waiting on is the MRI for my back, which is entirely possibly in my letterbox that I wasn't able to access for ages and ages. You're way too blunt. I need to sharpen you. The schedule is all correct. It's all in there. It was just buried on a very busy week. It's like the day after Easter Monday, so there's just tons of like public holidays around it in my phone, and it just hid the appointment because of all the public holidays. So it wasn't the easiest to see that I had actually written the appointment in there. So on my phone it doesn't exist. I used to keep like an actual physical diary, but I just find it so much easier on my phone. I'd be lost without the calendar on my phone. Because I also use it for all like my bill payments as well, so I know when things are coming out of the accounts and when I need to pay people and like when money's coming in. Oh, excuse me. Perfection! Hello, yes, I'm on. I'm finally on.
Happy, happy, joy, joy, 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 joy.
Doodle-doo-doo. Hey, how you going? This pencil lead core has broken and this end wants to fall out, which is not good. But these were also, this was the emergency pencil order, which did come bubble wrapped, but it wasn't very well. It was just shoved in a courier bag, so I did suspect that possibly would have some core breakages. I just wish that companies would take the pencils, wrap them in bubble wrap really nice and tightly and thickly, and then suspend them in the middle of a box so that nothing got broken. You got so many goodies. Nice. Yeah. I'm here. Yeah, I kind of had a bit of a mental health break. I mean, I have been unwell. I did legit have quite a nasty cold there, but I also just took a little bit of a mental health break for a while there. But we're doing okay. Doing okay. And the very minimal sense of the term. We're breathing. We've had water. We took medication. So, you know. Some point I will make myself eat, and then bonus points for today if I actually go and pick up some additional medication. And honestly, I'll probably bribe myself to get the additional medication by going and buying myself a piece of cake. Which, like, valid. A little glue can help the cake's core stay in place. To a point, but then there would also be areas that it wouldn't be workable but would save some lead. It's holding in there at the moment. I can just tell it's broken because it's wiggling. So for the moment it's okay. It's not going to last forever, but we'll manage. Boston girl, hello. How are you going, lovely? It's good to see you again. You see everything on my Instagram? Oh, okay. I've kind of been avoiding social media, but I'll try to remember. Cake is a perfect reason, exactly. Cake is a good reason. There's So where I am, like, if we were to draw sort of like a triangle, like I'm here, and then I literally just walk through a plaza and cross over the street, and then like where I get my medication and the main mall is right here. So real easy. And then I just walk one block, well, technically that way, one block, and there's a little thing called the Richmond Centre. That is where I found the new printing place that I can potentially get pages printed out of, which I knew that they had a stationery shop with the mail centre, but I never thought about the fact they do printing. So that was really cool to discover. And they actually have Poscas, because when I went in there to go printing, I checked out their Poscas. They actually have some art supplies and stuff too. It's very, very expensive, but it was good to see they had Poscas. They don't have any of the small ones individually, but he did say they were looking to expand the range. So I was like, oh my god, I can buy Poscas locally. No pencils, but it's a start. I'll take it. And then there's also, as you walk around, there's a gym, there's a bottle store, which is where you go to buy alcohol in New Zealand. There's a South African food specialty shop. There's a butchery, a bakery, and a greengrocer / Asian supply shop. So it's actually like, if I don't have the spoons to walk the opposite way 2 blocks, or don't want to pay for a taxi, I can pop over there and just pick up a couple of bits, and it's not too bad because it's only 2 blocks as opposed to like the 3 blocks uphill to go to the supermarket. So yeah, I'll try and go there. Also, we're just about to head to ad break because it's been an hour, surprisingly, despite how little I've done today. But I appreciate you all hanging out with me. How's your page going? I have actually finished the page perfection. I have not photographed it or messaged it to you. I'll grab it on the ad break and show you though. But yes, we're about to head to ads. Make sure you hydrate, stretch, meds, anything that you need. Which book is it? Because there's piles of books around here. I worked in you. You can go over there too. Oh. This is how it's been. You can see down here a bunch of brown paper bags. They are my groceries. Now, there's nothing fridge in there. This is all cupboard stuff, right? They were delivered a week and a half ago. But I'm down to 2 bags from 7. So I count that as a win. So yeah, we're down to technically 3 bags. 2.5 bags. Let's call it 2.5 bags because there's 1 item in 1 bag. But it's like every time I go past, I've been trying to make myself just grab 1 item and put it away because I just legit have not had the spoons to even put my groceries away. I put away the fridge stuff, I put away the freezer stuff, and then it's like, cool, you're all cupboard stuff, stay on the floor. Because yes, I did get groceries delivered as well, including a new pencil container. They were on clearance after Valentine's Day, and I was like, screw it. So now, actually the cardboard can stay in there. We can move.
Oh, yeah.
Thank you, Sammy, for the biddies. Glad you are eating. Yes. I mean, this was like a week and a half ago that I got this tray, so. But now we can move all these bits in here. The hair tie can go with all the other hair care stuff. You two can move in there for now. And now I get the lid back to my tin. And we can keep these in here and they fit much nicer. And there's a lid in there. Alright, these are some of the other books that I've worked in and finished pages in during this bedtime. Like I said, I've done a bit. So I did one in my new Crystal Kingdoms mythographic. This is the page that I saw and instantly knew I wanted to work in. She was fun. This is all Inktense again. I just love using Inktense in these books. That's all I do, it's just Inktense. The paper's just so glorious. I think I did work a little bit of polys just in some areas to deepen some shadows, and there is some Mod Podge extreme glitter as well, and then Posca for highlights as well. So yeah, that's the new Crystal Kingdom mythographic that came out earlier this month. So that was one of the bed pages I did. I finished off a really old work in progress page from Joanna Basford. Like, really old work in progress page, but it's done. It's still technically another half. I'm not starting that right now. This one's like a 2-year-old whip. This is all Prismacolor. So yeah, that was fun as well. I did one of Fledgling Fairies. Been a while since I did one in here. This is actually my most completed colouring book. God, what number did I do in here? That one. Number 28. So yeah, just a sweet little fairy. Everything was based with Crayola Super Tips. And I just used Prismacolor, stickles. No, not stickles, Mod Podge extreme glitter, a little bit of distress ink. Just simple, but yeah, this is like the most completed colouring book I have. I've done so much in Fledgling Fairies. I think I only have like 15 pages left in here. Like if I push myself, I could technically complete this year. That's one page. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 pages. Yeah, I'm not going to push myself to complete the book just to say I complete the book, but there's only 11 left in there. That was the book I had on me when I crashed a car and got stuck at Samsara's for a couple of weeks. That was one of my few books, and that's why so much got done in it, because I was stuck and it was one of my few options and I just needed to colour. But then the really important one, the one Perfection's asking about, this is a buddy colour that I did with Perfection to also work in Island Escape, to start working in Millie Mariotta, who had never worked in before. But that is the page Perfection, so it is all done. So yeah, that was Distress Inks in the background and then just Prismacolor. But I really liked how it turned out, and it was really fun. And it definitely makes me want to do some more Millie. So thank you for that as well, because it's also pushing me to work in the new books and look at my other Millie books and go, But yeah, I tried doing another Millie one, but I think it's one where you're meant to add in your own pattern. I did not enjoy it as much. It had like bigger sections like this. But yeah, I'm going to have a look at my other books when I feel up to it and see if I can find another one. But I like how the crayfish turned out. That was kind of what I saw straight away when you sent through the options. I was like, yep, I knew I wanted to do that background and colour in the little sections. So yeah, it was quite fun. Thank you for doing all the shout outs, mods. Basically, if you see someone in chat and you're not following them, you should follow them, because they're probably really, really awesome, which is why my mods are shouting them out. I missed one before because my brain was not processing. Samsara is being shouted out as a amazing mod, but also as a wonderful variety streamer. If you like all sorts of games, and I literally mean all sorts, you never know what you're going to get over there. But then if you also like sewing streams and mini painting, true sense of the word variety. Never know what you're going to get. Why are your mods shouting me out? Because my mods are amazing, wonderful beings, and they know that they should shout out everybody because people are awesome. And Amy also forgets and has difficulty typing out the shout out commands. You might get a I'm cleaning my room stream soon. Job needs to be done. Honest to God, I need to do that as well. I bumped into my sister-in-law and my little nephew yesterday, actually. They were eating sushi in town, so I bumped into them when I was picking up my other medication. He's so cute. He doesn't remember me at all. He didn't know who I was. But he just had sushi everywhere. And then was talking about, I was like, I can't invite you to the place because it's not like child appropriate at the moment because there's crap everywhere again. And not getting out to the bins for 3.5 weeks. Like, I missed 4 bin cycles, which was really difficult. I ended up filling up my fridge and freezer with rubbish. Like the stuff that needed to, basically my freezer was just full of rubbish and I'm still trying to get it out. And the recycling has just built up like crazy. I did get a load out yesterday. There's public bins near me that are free recycling points. Not for everything, but I can sometimes fill it up with cans and stuff. I try to take all my cans down there regardless, because there's quite a few displaced people around and there's a couple of them that will actually pull out cans from the bins. So I try to keep my cans in a separate bag regardless. And if I bump into one of them, because I know who they are, because I see them walking around. There's one that actually has a walking frame like mine and he'll load it up with bags and he just hunts out cans. So if I bump into him, I usually bump into him on a Sunday sometimes. If I bump into him, I'll stop him and be like, hey, I've got more cans for you, and then I'll go and get the bag and bring it down to him. Because like, if he's willing to go to the work to recycle them to get some extra cash, like, please take it. I'm just going to chuck him into the recycling, so get that cash. Like, it's not much, but if it helps him out, at least he's trying to do something. Yes, Ari was here earlier. Ari is a German streamer, so it's quite nice hanging out in her stream if you... Like, I like lurking there and I like listening to her talking in German. She has a lot of German followers, but a lot of her followers also speak English, so don't feel worried about going in there as an English speaker. Ari's fluent in English and a couple of her followers are also fluent in English, and she will fully translate everything she's chatting about. She just switches between German and English, and she does amazing watercolor painting and colouring as well, if you like colouring. Really, really lovely chill streams over there, very early in the morning for me, so I usually miss them, but I try to hang out when I can. The lift is finally working again. Finally. I am able to escape. It is so good. Nothing makes you realise just how much being trapped in your home can affect you mentally, like not being able to easily leave your home for a month. It was essentially a month by the time it was all done, like 3.5 weeks. And I'm telling you, it was heck to deal with. We survived. It just wasn't great. And I don't want to do that again. So let's hope the elevator doesn't go down again. I had to go out at one point and I just had no energy left by the time I had done what I had to go out for and got back. So I actually ended up waiting at the bottom of the stairs until the first person going up the stairs, which luckily was quite a young man, and I stopped him and I was like, can you please help me take this up the stairs? And I'm like, I'm so sorry, I'm going to level 2. And he's like, no, that's fine, I'm going to level 1, but I'll take it up for you. So he carried it up the stairs for me because I was just done. It's like the elevator's broken and I have to get back up and I just can't even move this up the stairs now. So yeah, I bumped into a couple of people the couple of times I did have to go out with the walking frame. Like if I was just popping down to, I popped out once to the farmer's market just so I could see if there was any like fresh fruit because I was out of fruit, and that's right next door to me, so I popped down on my crutches that day, but I had to pop out for a couple of appointments and I needed my walking frame for that because it wasn't just like hopping next door, it was quite a bit of walking. Like one of them, the bus dropped me off and I had to walk half a block to get to where I was, and it's not like a taxi would get me there, but even if I took a taxi I would still have to get down the stairs and stuff, so it's like yeah, I mean I'm quite a homebound person anyway. I'm quite comfortable in my own space, but when you take away that ability to leave, like I will quite happily spend an entire week in my apartment with no complaints, but I have the option to leave. When you take away that option to leave, that's when it starts messing with you, because it's like even if you want to leave, you can't leave, or you can leave with a significant cost. Like I knew that if I had to leave the apartment, that was the only thing I was doing that day. Like a couple times I had to leave and I cancelled work. I rang work and it's like, sorry, I just had to mobilise out of the apartment and I have nothing left. That was my thing for the day. So it was like, when that happened, I had to make sure, and I had a list in my head of like, what's in this area, how many things can I hit as once, what can I get done to make this the most worthwhile trip I can do. And then the added difficulty of the first week being that the grocery delivery service app changed and I couldn't also order groceries for delivery really screwed me over in that first week. And then the second week I ordered like so many groceries. Like I haven't even done groceries this week. I only need to stock up on a couple of bits, mostly just fresh fruit and veg, which is why I'm like, do I have the spoons to go to the greengrocers later on? But I'll give the pharmacy a call and see if the script has turned up. Because if it also hasn't turned up yet, there's no point in me going to get it. Wrist. It's funny because this one should hurt because this one's doing the colouring, but this is actually the one that hurts the most, and it's because of that the reason why I have the ortho appointment, because of the carpal tunnel suspicion. And it's so weird because it makes your hand feel numb, but it's like it's not numb, and so you want to shake it out because it feels like you've got pins and needles, and then it's like throbbing pain, but it's like not actually numb. It's just because the little nerve is being pinched because it's inflamed in there. So yeah, it's all carpal tunnel is it's an inflamed nerve in your wrist, but that one little nerve can cause a lot of problems in your hand. And so it can happen with people who, like artists, it's really common because of like us using our hands a lot, which is why I've always been worried about it in my right hand, but it's actually my left hand, and it's because of the ankylosing spondylitis, which is an inflammatory immune condition. It's one of the associated conditions that I have. Like the description has also, I did see the hydrate and stretch. Thank you, Smelt. I will take this opportunity. So like the ankylosing spondylitis, the main problem with that is the back, the pain in the back, which is why we stretch every hour. But then it can also attack other areas of your body, not just your spine. It can attack other bones, which is what it does in this hand. It attacks in my knuckle, in the middle finger knuckle of all things. So you know, the rudest finger. It can attack. It attacks in there for me. It attacks my left ankle, which is also why I have to use the walking frame to help me mobilize. And it attacks in my shoulder. This is usually a good sign I'm heading into a flare-up, because my shoulder will be one of the first things to flare. Sammy's had the beautiful experience of dealing with me with a full flare-up before in my shoulder. Good times. Love going on holiday and going to a hospital in a new city. But then as part of it as well, it can attack other things, including your organs. So one of the things it does, I am stretching, by the way. I'm actually doing feet stretches right now because my ankles are also quite tender. So I know it doesn't look like I'm stretching. I promise I'm stretching. One of the things that it does is it attacks multiple organs. So you heard me say before about a gynae appointment. I have PCOS, and which is polycystic ovary syndrome, and I get inflammation in the ovaries, which is related to PCOS. I was diagnosed with PCOS years and years and years ago, but it's funnily enough a related condition to AS as well. We talk about before like certain foods and how they irritate my bowels, irritable bowel syndrome. Irritable bowel syndrome is inflammation of the bowels. And then I talk about the fact that I don't drive anymore. And that is because I have lost peripheral, because I have a thing called uveitis, which is where you get inflammation of the blood vessels of the eyes, and that has caused scarring, which has lost all my peripheral vision. So I only kind of see like this, which is why I quite often look over here, because that's where my second monitor is, and I have to look right over. I can't just like side glance it because I have no peripheral. I have to actually turn and look at it. So like all my OBS stuff is over here, so I often check over here to make sure the stream's okay, see if I'm on camera, stuff like that is over here, and then chat is here, so while I'm talking to you I can like look at chat here. Yeah, pretty much ensure all of your body is on fire one form or another. Yeah. So yeah, when I started getting the wrist sensation, I was like, oh goodness, because I knew carpal tunnel is inflammation of the nerves in the wrist that causes the hand problems. So yeah, when I went to the doctor about it and I was like, yeah, I think it's this, and she looked at it and she's like, yeah, it's classic that, but I have to send you to your specialist to get referred to another specialist. So she sent me to my specialist and he was like, yep, we're going to send you over to ortho. And yeah, so that's what I'm waiting on now, is ortho to go, yep, and then look at what we can do to treat it. Which the first step would be things to stop inflammation, which I'm already on. So it's like I already skip a couple of steps to treat it. It's probably going to have to be surgery, but it is a pretty straightforward surgery. If it helps, it's worth it. But yes, thank you for that hydrate and stretch. I hope, again, I'll do a shoulder stretch also, so you can see me visually stretch, since you couldn't really see the other stretches. Yeah, so it's a lot of like, it's a shopping list of it's kind of like what hurts the most today. And that's why I hate it when doctors are like, so give us a scale of pain. It's like, well, what area of pain do you want? What area of inflammation do you want? Or like, you know, it's not the same thing every day. It's different every day. We just take each day as it is. Some days are possible. Some days there's occasionally great days. They're very rare, but they are wonderful when they happen. And I get a lot done on those days. there's not so great days. But we keep pushing through, regardless. Alright, I think we have enough of that colour and I'm bored. So let's move on to dark sepia. Now I know I have a tiny dark sepia. I'm not bored of the picture, I'm bored of what I'm doing. I'm just bored of working with the same colour. I just realised I started with the mid brown, but I probably should actually started with the black on the main line. Oh well. Oh well, we'll fix it up. I'm just out of practice. It's been a while. Do need a bit of a sharper tip. Okay, let's just focus on this little section here. Let's just focus on a small section. Boop. It's okay. It can be a little bit of shadow work into the lighter section because there'll be a little bit of, you know, hair doesn't fall in perfect sections, it blends, so there'll be a little bit of blending between the two. And then let's bring in some warm highlight. Just break up that darkness. And then just go back to our dark sepia. Oh, there goes the core. Start blending the two together. Went into the chin again. We'll fix up the chin later. We'll find my more precise eraser rather than a terrible end of pencil eraser. Which is just terrible choices all around. I have a feeling the eraser is in the stuff that's still in the bedroom. There's a couple of extenders, and I think that's where my blade is as well. Oh, I realised you're also still really zoomed out as well from when I was showing all the images. Oh well, we'll just finish off stream zoomed out today. I'll zoom you back in next stream. because I'm probably going to call it in the next 10 minutes or so. Again, it's going to be a little bit of a shorter stream today. I mean, it's still coming up to 3 hours, but just getting back into the swing of things. It's been really lovely though. It's been so wonderful to hang out with you all again. But at the very least, your girl's gonna have a nap. I just realised something. This should also be light. Because this is this piece sweeping down. It's okay if there's a little bit of our Van Dyke, because it will just tone it, but we need to remove the majority of it. Hey. And I just dropped my pencil. It's been a much longer stream than no stream. Exactly, Smalt. Exactly. Just getting back into the swing of things. And then we'll see how we go on Sunday. How we may even play video games. Maybe I'll put Dreamlight on, you know? It's Sunday fun day. We'll see what we're in the mood for. And we'll see how we're feeling. The point is to try and get back into streaming. So whatever I feel like streaming is what we will do on Sunday. We still have the DIY kit to make. That was meant to be for the anniversary stream. But then we got sidetracked with the Jash Lee project. We'll see how we feel on the day. That's what I like. Sunday fun day. As I said, I also have some original art to work on as well. So, you know, we got a few options. I can smell bacon cooking in one of the cafes around here. It's such a potent smell. All the projects take a little time. Exactly. These so few spoons as well. Yeah, we'll see how we feel again. Trying to be kinder to myself and be like, there's no pressure. Yeah, if I get, there's only one thing that kind of has a deadline, but also I know the people are understanding, and it's going to take what it takes. Which is the character art. Like, ideally that'll be before next Wednesday, but if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen, but we'll do our best. Yeah, I'll send a message to the group later on tonight about that. See if I can sketch out something that's a bit cleaner to give a concept. But yeah, I think we'll call it about here. It's coming up to 3 hours. I mean, it's still 20 minutes too, but I don't know, it just feels like a good place to end. You can kind of start to see, like, we got this section finished. We technically finished a section. It's a tiny section, but you can start to see the concept of some of the hair coming together. We'll take these same dark tones and also be doing the tail in it, and yeah. I like how it's coming together though. Hey look, this new container's big enough I can actually keep my dust brush in there too. Handy! And now, I can put the lid on that and they won't fall out if I knock it. Ferrero Rocher containers, man, they make such good storage solutions. But yeah, shall we see if there's somebody on to raid? Probably just going to be raiding and running, to be perfectly honest. Oh, Katie's on, and it's their birthday, apparently. Maybe we'll go see Katie. I just got the notification. Yeah, it's Katie's birthday. Let's all go in with happy birthdays for Katie. We're not going to worry about a raid message today because I just want you to come in with a ton of emote spams and happy birthdays and stuff like that. We're going to go and raid the wonderful Katie. I can never pronounce the second half. Bud did spell it out for me and I don't remember. Quetzaltox, Qyatox, Qexit, Katie Oxit. I don't know. Katie's lovely. Wonderful chill space. Has a gorgeous fairy avatar. Sings raid messages, which is kind of fun. So let's get this raid started. To those of you on YouTube, this is where we will end up with you because raids happen over on Twitch. So thank you so much to all our YouTube fam for hanging out and watching, and to anyone watching this VOD later on. Truly appreciate it. Again, short stream, but getting back into the swing of things, and thank you for bearing with me while I've been quiet during this time. And for those of you on Twitch, I hope you'll come. Oh my goodness, it's going so slow. Did I spell? Okay, we need more letters. QU, surely that's enough. I, there you are, there you are. Alright, let's start this raid. So yeah, I'll see you all on Sunday. Again, I'm not sure what we're doing. We're just going to get back into the swing of it. In the meantime, I'll catch you all on streams that we hang out in. I'll try to be more active on the Discord. We'll see how we go. Gentleness, kindness, remember to love yourself. And I'll catch you all on the next stream.